Hello everybody, welcome back to another MukBang. Today we have a bunch of just leftovers. This is from my job I just worked. Long story short, if you have a problem with someone, give them years to, think about what they've done. Don't hold grudges. I get holding grudges, I really, really do. Just tell what happened, I don't give a fuck. Basically, this girl at work, we've had some altercations with each other. She lied to me the first time I met her, and that just kind of painted a picture about who she really is. So I made a mental note of that. But recently, it seemed like a healthy relationship again. So I, being a Gemini, little Gen Zer, said a Gen Z compliment to her, and she didn't take it as a Gen Z compliment. So be careful what you say to these grudge holders. Life is way too short to hold grudges, especially on people who are 3 times as young as you. Okay, 2 times as young as you. It's just like, they're young, forgive them. Like, even if they are being dumb, which I'm not. I'm a test tube baby. I have those test tube genetics. Like, I use my fucking head. This is from my work. It expired yesterday. So I took it home. And yes, I asked my manager for permission, and he said yes. He said, "Oh, I actually make yogurt with expired milk." I go, "Cool." It seems like a lot of work, but if you have a shit ton of milk and money's tight, then go ahead and make your yogurt. Also, I live in a building with like no air conditioning, like literally none. Literally not. Ready for this? Look at this. This might be gross. Oh. And then you're probably wondering like, oh, don't you have AC? I do, but it sounds like this. And I'm filming right now, so those don't correlate very well together. That's besides the point. But the point is I'm at a fucking ranch. You ever like throw your phone, or like not throw it, but you're just like done with it, and you're not gonna be done with it for like a while because you're like, I don't know, playing piano. I don't know what y'all do. So you just like put down your phone, and then when you need it again, you're like, where the fuck did it go? That just happened to me. I was like, okay, I hope no one calls me. My ringer is never on unless I know I'm receiving a call and it's like late at night. Then I'll be like, oh, okay. You know what's so crazy is I think this tells the temperature inside of, like, the apartment. Maybe I should throw this in the freezer and see if it goes down. But it's 79 in here, and it's 71 out there. Sorry for that. What is that? Leaf blower. If that's a real leaf blower, IRL, you have to like the video. I'm pretty sure it is. Also, the amount of people who liked my complete naked mukbang, shame on you. Not shame on you, but like, why? I get it, but like, I'm kind of in my slut era, so if you kind of just like ask me out, like I might say yes. But also like not really. I'm like very picky. And recently I like tried a few things with like mediocre men, and it really just didn't do it for me. I'm curious. I'm gonna go put this in the freezer. I'm pretty sure that's like a thing though, is like batteries last longer like in the fridge. I know it's like a myth, but like that was like a fairy tale legend. What is that called? Like a make-believe thing. Folktale? No, that's like a type of story. Well, that's a type of story. Batteries in the freezer? Come on now. It's the best story ever since that motherfucker looked up at the stars and wrote those. What was that, Picasso? No. Who's the one that did Romeo and Juliet? That's the man that looked up at the stars. Also, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I was about to drop lore on that, but like I don't know. The person who did Romeo and Juliet, I'm pretty sure copied someone. They're not even original stories. They're like Native American like star stories, which I think is just like crazy. Me dropping lore without even knowing the lore. Fun fact about me. We'll go back to the start of the story. When I get really, really nasty at people, I love to get a bandwagon of just like reassurance and like, this is making me sound so bad. No, I'm a social creature. I'm a social human creature. And when I see something wrong, I want another human to go, oh, you know what, that is wrong. Especially when they're really close to the problem all the time, and they kind of know who that person is. They'll be like, oh, I'm not just crazy. The person that spends most of their time with you hates you. And I'm justified to feel like that. Because they feel like that. But it's a work environment, so who really knows what real people are feeling, you know what I mean? I will say some real good friendships have came out of work. Like my first one is my old manager from McDonald's, Jeffrey. I love that man. He's just, our humor is very, close. And the things he says and like makes up on the spot is just like unheard. Like, it's the same with me. I'm very fast and very quick with it. And he's very old time quick with it. So the things he says are just like things I've never heard before. Because I'm not in his generation. So all those like one-liners that he has, and he's old, so he just has so many one-liners like saved up because he's a joking man. I got nervous for breaking this thing. It just gets keeping louder and louder, but it says 52. So it does just read the temperature of the room. Oh, yep, look at that, 51. Wait, why are you going down, sweetheart? We're outside of the freezer now. It's still going down. I see, I already broke it. I don't like that thing. It's, okay. Okay, the more you know. So, like, real friendships can come from work. They really can. This new one this Olive Garden one I have, there's some real home dogs in there. I even have like a real home dog that I've never met outside of work before. We did once on accident. We met at Aldi's. His name's Mark. I'm like, and in high school, my mindset of like, oh, we're friends when we hang out outside of school because that's what friends do, we're forced to be here. But Mark has taught me that you could be like, I love you friendship within, I don't want to say forced labor, but like capitalism forced labor. You can still make friendships in that area. Because I feel just so comfortable with that man, and like whenever we see each other, we're both like kind of light up. And it's just cute. It really is cute. I would also like to shout out, there you go, my friends Shine and Olivia from Olive Garden. Y'all are real home dogs. I was a Drinko de Mayo party, and I think it was Olivia who got me and Shine into a room, and she just started wrestling. Both of us. And so, you boys being boys, I don't give a fuck if you're a girl. Hi-ya! So we start wrestling and stuff, and that was fun. No matter how drunk I get, I still am kind of insecure about people thinking about it. Because there was a good amount of people outside. And, like, I heard, like, everyone kind of go quiet out there while we were just like, you fucking cunt. Fighting onomatopoeia words, like, just kidding, none of that. No hitting, but definitely some roughhousing. And I remember just getting so insecure, like, oh my god, I got so quiet out there. Everyone can hear us fighting, and they're probably like, because, like, some of these people don't know our relationships. And all they hear is just these drunk 3 people in a fucking gazebo fighting. Like, yeah, they're gonna go quiet. So I got out of there actually pretty quick. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And so I went back in there and I started wrestling again. But then I got insecure again and I left again. But then I think I came back again, but then I left. Love you guys. Experts recommend 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. I'm like so mad that humans like need that much shit. Like, and I know our bodies can get away with like fasting and like, wow, maybe you should eat more. I wasn't even planned. I just like looked down and I was like, oh, you haven't eaten anything. I'm sorry if I'm leaving a topic behind, but I don't remember what I was talking about. What I want to talk about though is those like designer like action figure bear like expensive doll things. I don't know how else to describe them, but they're literally like bear action figures. They're like this tall. I think that's the only reason why they're like bears is because they have ears like a bear. And I feel like when a content creator gets one of those, that's when you're like, oh. The money got to your head, you're not the same creator as I used to know. Like KSI, for an example, he's been around for so long. I was his like 2016, 12 fucking like content I got it. Content injector? Exposer? Content ingester. That's what I said. Used to be like a really down-to-earth man. But ever since I feel like Skydive's Minecraft allured him into making a diss track about Skydive's Minecraft, you kind of saw the picture of who he was. He wanted views. He didn't care about no one or nothing, but as long as I get the views. Also, if you know me IRL, someone offered me ecstasy recently, and I said no. So please give it up for me. Don't clap all at once. Save it for the end of the video, but I said no. Also, a guy at my work that's like kind of homophobic, but like he likes me, so it's like kind of fine. But this was like I put it in a drawer, like a mini fridge basically for like salads and shit. And I was like, so sorry, excuse me, I'm a little thirsty. And he was like, I was like, just move a little. And then he like, cause he was in front of the fridge. I don't know what that was. And so I got, and then I like opened the fridge. It was like barely open, and then it was like, I took it out and I went. And he went like. I didn't say anything out of that. I was just like, okay, thank you. But at the Drinko de Mayo party, I drank. We didn't run out of liquor. It was one of those parties where we had liquor until the very end. And of course, I'm usually one of the last people standing. And there was like a bunch of people there. Some people went to the bar and it was like 1 a.m. and it closed at 2 a.m. And some of the participants of the party already went to the bar, and they invited us out, and we're all old enough to go to the bar on a Monday night, Cinco de Mayo, so we're like, yeah. I didn't need to go to the bar. I only had one, and I didn't even finish it. Someone took it. They thought I will say, though, when we came back from the party, it was 2 people who lived there, a girl, for some reason. Well, a girl. She was one of those 2025, like, she was a girl but called, well, maybe I even shouldn't say that. It was a girl named Michael, like a boy's name, and there was also this one girl. I'm very, very drunk, and you know me sober. I'm not going to remember much. And their program, here, I got it. Their pronouns were they, them. A different girl from who was there earlier. And then we were like smoking, and then we were talking, and then I was like referring to her in a sentence, and then I was like, oh, not her, they, them, her, and then everyone was just ha 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 ha. I think it was one of her friends though, because like that probably is what she wanted to be if she could add one more as they, them, her, but I don't know. So there's 3 party people left there, and then the 3 of us came in, and we, and usually it is The people who went to the bar, me and my friend Olivia and Shine, you guys are okay if I say your guys' names. We came back to the party, and everyone was gone. I guess because it was like 2:30. Not really. And then we played a little karaoke, and at that point I was gone. I was ready for bed. My eyes were like closed. I was on light love sack, just like I tried to freestyle, but we were all so drunk. Most of us. She probably took that man to bed, not to tuck him in, to sing him a lullaby, and a little bit more throat action than the lullaby. Okay, TMI. I'm probably gonna eat most of this off camera. This I'm not so sure about. This is like days old. I got this today. That was yesterday. I need ranch. Thank you. I'm also kind of like still hungover for some reason. I've never had a 2-day hangover. Yesterday night, I guess I already said my outro. It was a hard night last night. I was sweating a lot. So much so like I was fed up with it, and I got like a towel and I just went like this. And I slept with a towel. But I think I got sick at the party because you guys don't care. You guys can't tell. That's one of my toxic traits. I'll just be like this after I said goodbye. It's really funny though. Try to like start a conversation with someone and then end it and then start a new one. It's so funny. Bye-bye.